and it was kind of like a different situation for everybody. Some people got to keep their stuff, some people didn't get an opportunity at all. For me, they just grabbed me, threw my bag on the ground. I have it on film too. They just threw my bag on the ground and then just rolled me in with the rest of them, with everybody else. And the morning after, everybody kept giving us different answers to who to ask for our stuff. Everybody who we asked, giving us different answers to ask administration. They're not telling us who administration is. They just keep flat out ignoring our questions or just shrugging their shoulders. It's really frustrating because I have my bag in there with my Apple Watch, my wallet, and my keys. I'm an hour away from home and I have no way to get home right now.
Okay, folks, so we know that by this time the FAFO acronym is very applicable in this time frame. The F around part has been going on for a long time, especially on the part of like Antifa, BLM, protesters, etc., since the 60s, okay? Now, the finding out is happening on full display, some little, some big, but as we can see here, it's happening to many of these students who are protesting just for the sake of their world revolution that they've been indoctrinated with from their super mentally ill professors. And so arrested UCLA protester returning to retrieve belongings is upset to find out where they are. And really what this becomes about at this point is, I don't care about Palestine. I really just was making a big mess and wanted to have some purpose to my life. I felt like there was a big void. So I went out there and I got my dopamine hit by being arrested. And then when I came to get my stuff, it was all locked up. Well, sorry, kid. And you know what? If you've done that and you've broken the law at your university, it's time to just expel the kid, period. So, as they say here, this week we've seen many FAFO examples as a result of the pro-Hamas, anti-Israel protests and riots. And the next example is more financial in nature. One protester who was arrested at UCLA returned for his belongings, a wallet, keys, and an Apple Watch. So you know he's not suffering. And they were still nearby but not accessible. I guarantee this has gone to the top of his priority list, and the people in Palestine have gone to the very bottom, nearly forgotten at this point. Surely, I'm sure. They were still nearby but not accessible, and here's why. Protester Ren Diaz, who was arrested this morning, just showed up back at UCLA trying to get his wallet, keys, and watch, Apple Watch, that he left at the encampment. He says his AirTag shows they're inside this dumpster at Dixon Plaza, but the university is no longer allowing access. Well, this is the finding out part, right? He says a police officer arresting him told him he would be able to come back and get his belongings, but that hasn't happened today. Well, that's often the police officers, once you've been busted, they'll just be like, well, you can go get it here, and it'll be wrong. They don't care. I guarantee they don't care. You hate them. You've been telling them they're pigs to their face, flipping them off, throwing stuff at them. And then you're now angry that for some reason it's not there. And so, sorry. Finding some sympathy on Twitter is just hard to come by. We know that. Twitter is a dumpster fire, although it can be fun at times. The replies were hilarious, so she had to disable the comments, and now both the replies and the quote tweets are gold. If there's one place many of those protesters should be allowed, it's in the dumpsters. Well, yeah, I might as well just set up in there. So Mary Catherine says, arrested at an encampment that had to be dismantled by police, and you think your things will be tended to in your absence. I'd consider myself lucky to find my wallet, keys, and Apple Watch still on a coffee shop table if I left them for half an hour. Well, indeed. I was told when I was arrested that my things would be waiting for me on a pillow, on a velvet pillow, when I was returned. Is some kind of entitlement. I added some of that. His daddy probably told him he wasn't buying him replacements. Well, no, that could be. Emily says they should think of it as UCLA helping them divest. After all, Apple relies partly on Israeli research and development. Oh, that's true. You should get rid of your Apple stuff. Because if Israeli research and development is involved, you should really show your commitment by giving up your phones. Then I would believe you. If you gave up your phones and Apple Watches, I would be like, okay, these guys are serious. But they're not. Guess who developed that technology? It wasn't Palestinians. Nope. That's awkward. This is absolutely hilarious. I'm enjoying this left-on-left violence. Both parties are proving how soft they are. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. Oh yeah, I thought that was a thing. These are all like socialists. They're supposed to be into redistribution of wealth. So I hope that it's been redistributed to somebody else, because that's what you're all about, right? Redistribute those Apple phones and watches. Give it to other people, right? But I have a feeling that that's not the case. And remember, they want to dismantle and get rid of private property. But it seems these socialists, they do like their private property. They want it all back. Okay. So yeah, it's amazing. The hypocrisy is astounding, and the stupidity is at astronomical levels, and it's fun to watch. He's been relieved of the Apple Watch and no longer has to unwittingly support a capitalist system. Thank heavens. Well, I am so glad for you, Ren. Well, anyway, I hope you get your private property back and keep supporting champagne socialism while you're at it. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. And let's pray for Ren, right? Anyway, put a subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and put a like on the video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.